Gods and goddesses in training, welcome back to the channel. It is Uncle Makara, all relations. Let's get started. Today we're gonna do a quick video. We are at day 3 of Social September. So I went to the gym today this morning and I got a very interesting download. I was thinking about complimenting this guy on his style, and it was already in the ether. And he came up to me to ask me, are you using this bench or something like that, right? And that's the time that I place the compliment. You know what, man, I just have to appreciate your style. In that moment, of course, he lit up. He understood that it was already in the air, kind of. So I just had this random thought that what if people could actually read our minds? And what if people could actually read our minds all the time? That would make us more conscious about our thoughts and what we're actually thinking about. Because I didn't want to go to the gym today, but I put myself through the situation where I could, right? Because it was in my mind, so it was in the Akasha, it was in the psychic world, right? And then when I made the compliment, the inner world matched with the outer world, and there was an effect, and I was the cause. So this is a download that's coming up. I know it's very simplified, and maybe it might go over some people's heads, but really think about it. If it's in your mind, it's in your reality. So focus on no mind. Focus on tapping into the zone. Because a distracted mind full of clutter is hell. Silent mind is closer to heaven or Shambhala, whatever you want to call it, okay? Inner haven. I'm going to be speaking about the art of seduction, okay? We talk about it a lot on this channel. Shout out to Robert Greene and his book. I think this is a very important topic, man. It's about how to create a halo effect and how to poeticize your presence, okay? So this is something that I think a lot of people struggle with, because if you look around you, right, everybody is just a normie. Everybody's an NPC. Everybody is ordinary and mediocre. But then there are individuals that come along who are glitch in the matrix, completely unique, individuated, powerfully mysterious, an enigmatic presence, and they're able to poeticize their absence and their presence. So have an exciting presence with a cool distance. We've heard the term absence makes the heart grow fonder. But what Robert Greene says is that familiarity ruins a good seduction. It actually destroys it, because if you see somebody as very ordinary, just completely human, with all their human quirks and flaws, and you've got to leave these desirable possibilities in the mind of your target. So you create this halo effect through embodying something, even if it's a little bit taboo or risque or a kind of roguishness. So be the uncommon shaman, okay? This is such an important lesson, to have that glow around your head where people look at you and they poeticize you. You show up in their dreams, you show up in their meditation. Ask yourself, what are the pleasures, more than one pleasure, okay, that I can offer? You might be thinking of the way that you're giving pleasure is through only one way. I want you to find different ways that you can tap into that bliss, into that pleasure, into feeling good, and work with this concept that we have called being a vibe dealer, which means you're creating these sparks, these different moments of chemistry, of disengagement, engagement, this unpredictability about you. So it says in the book, the symbol is the halo. Slowly, when the target is alone, he or she begins to imagine a kind of faint glow around your head, formed by all the possible pleasures you might offer. The radiance of your charged presence, your noble qualities. The halo separates you from other people. Do not make it disappear by becoming familiar and ordinary. And here it says, the only thing that cannot be idealized is mediocrity. There is nothing seductive about mediocrity. There's no way to seduce either than creating a kind of a fantasy and creating a kind of poeticization, idealization, romanticization. Romanticize your life. Make it more exciting for you, make it more theatrical for you. have different elements and pieces that you can actually embody, and wear your jacket like it has a vibration. Wear your jewelry like it has an energy that it emits. All of these things are important because we tell a story through our mannerisms, through how we behave, through how we walk, through how we talk. So compare yourself to historical predecessors and devas and myths, and create a presence about you that is not ordinary. There is a slight edge to you. You're not edgelording, but there's a slight edge to you. Now, of course, I'm not saying you have to be some kind of an evil bastard, right? If all these psychologists you're listening to are telling you, use these dark manipulation tactics and, seductive strategies to use the dark triad, become more Machiavellian, become more narcissistic. Psychopaths have a different way that they experience emotions, okay? So that means that they can be very unreactive, okay? And if you are reacting more to somebody else in the relationship, they have more of the power dynamic in the relationship. The one who's reacting less is usually the one that is the cause and leading the relationship. So first of all, you want to establish some ground rules and create a feeling of safety within yourself. What we heard last night from the channeling, I had channeled Zengif, who is an Atlantean DJ that I channel, and he's a very powerful being, very funny, hilarious being, but he's also deeply profound. And we got a lot of these social codes last night, and I'm gonna send in the adepts this kind of audio recording of myself, and it's gonna be a quick attunement for you to listen to. You can listen to it before you go out and socialize, and I think having that as a kind of a pre-game affirmations is a good idea, especially this month as we're stepping into the edges of our character. Okay, we've been hermitage too long. Okay, now it's time to come and say hello to the world. Okay, we've locked ourselves down, but now it's time to emerge again as the true shamans of this new art form of pleasure alchemy. So if you're interested in more of what I have to offer, I channel every week. We have a podcast every Wednesday on IMC TV, the YouTube channel. And if you're interested in joining our Spiritual Avengers team, we're a Sangha of Badasses. And welcome to our newest adept as well, Iraj. And yeah, we have a lot of things just emerging and coming together all at once. So I think it's very important that we start to recognize what is truly working for us. And to create that halo, you got to understand, you got to take your purpose in life seriously, man. And to be able to have that halo effect, bro, I'm going to tell you like it is. This is what we learned from the channeling last night, and what I picked up is a key takeaway for me as the channeler. You've got to make your purpose greater than the validation that you are seeking from that other person. When your purpose overrides that strategy, there's going to be a powerful ripple effect that is going to take over. And for the ladies watching, I would make it about your feeling of love. Learn to embody that. Men, learn to embody your freedom. And together, we can create a bridge, a harmony, just like in Atlantis, where the divine feminine and the divine masculine coincide and live in harmony. Bro, we're the David Goggins of the spiritual world, okay? We're the Jeet Kune Do of spirituality. Get on our level, keep up, let's go, upward spiral.